scenario. Sunday grocery shopping. You are at Whole Foods with the $127 bill of groceries. You pull out your wallet and see 5 credit cards. You have 10 seconds to decide which card should you choose. Which card will give you the best rewards? Have you hit the spending caps this month? Is 4x points better than 5% cashback? Plus, there are people waiting behind you. What you do? You panic and use the default card. What happens? You lose money, approximately $2 to $3 on every transaction. And this happens 50 plus times in a month, which leads to an annual loss of $400 to $600. This is where my solution comes in. RewardPilot, your AI powered credit card optimizer. Here's what makes it special. It's not just a calculator, it's an autonomous multi agent system built on MCP. You can get real time recommendations in 2 seconds, scan receipts with AI scanner, analyze your spending patterns, forecast future rewards, batch process historical transactions, search a knowledge base of card benefits, as well as chat with an AI assistant. Let me walk you through every single feature. Let's start with the core feature, real-time recommendation. It's exactly the same scenario, but this time I have RewardPilot. What I do is I just click on Get Recommendation, and at the back end, it queries my smart wallet MCP, analyze my cards, calls the forecast MCP to check my spending caps, searches the reward rag MCP for card benefit details, as then uses Google Gemini 2.0 to synthesize everything. And boom, it tells you the recommended card is City Custom Cash. But look at the detail. It not only gives you the recommended card, it tells you the rewards earned, the annual potential if I shop here monthly, the reasoning why I should be using that card. And this reasoning is a personalized reasoning basis your transaction behavior, as well as it gives you certain important things to know along with the top 2 or 3 alternatives. It also gives you certain alerts which you should be mindful of. It also gives you which are the similar merchants where you have shopped at so that you can use the same card strategy for these merchants. You can also get the annual impact calculation if you click on this expand and see. Along with that, it also gives you a pictorial graphical way, which gives you a comparison of the top 3 cards. This level of context aware intelligence is impossible to calculate manually at the checkout. But what if you already made a purchase and want to know if you use the optimal card? That's where the receipt scanner comes in. It has 2 options. Either you upload a photo or use the webcam. Let me upload a Costco receipt, which I have. So once I click on the receipt, you can get a preview over here. You can select your profile. Let's keep user Alice, and you can click on scan and analyze. Watch as GPT-4o Vision analyzes the image. It extracts all the details and gives you summary of your transaction. It gives you the extracted information, the merchant, the amount, the date. In this case, there is no date, as well as the category. It tells you wholesale club. It's smart enough to distinguish that it's not just a grocery store. It tells you the top 3 items purchased. It gives you certain Costco shopping tip. It tells you the best card for this purchase, as well as the reason why this was the best card. It also gives you top 2, 3 alternatives along with that, as well as a pictorial way of this transaction, as well as the estimated annual value. Now, here be mindful the OCR accuracy over here is approximately 97.3% when we tested it across 200 test results. Now, let's look at your spending patterns with the analytics dashboard. It will give you a pictorial way of all the spends which you have done in the past. and the rewards on each of the category: groceries, restaurants, gas stations, online shopping, entertainment. It tells you the optimization score, which means 92% of the time you have used optimal credit card. It gives you a pictorial way of the percentage of each of the cards which you have used in the past 12 months and the top performing cards. It also gives you a graph of spending versus the rewards earned in the past 12 months. But the key highlights is it will tell you certain personalized insights. For example, my top spending category is restaurants, which you can see from the optimization score is 92, and I could have saved $125 annually if I've used the better card selection, and that's the same number which you the top over here, as well as it tells you the current reward rate as well as the optimized. I have done 58 transactions in during this period which used the optimal credit card. It also tells you the month-end projection, the estimated total spending, the estimated total rewards, as well as if there are any warnings. Basically, your if there are any spending caps which you are about to exhaust, it tells you that as well. But what about the future? That's where the forecast tab comes in. So I would just need to click on my user, click on refresh forecast, and it would tell me my forecast. The total spending for next month is around $3,250. Expected rewards is $127. But I could have earned extra $45.50 if I use this card. If I use the recommendations provided by RewardPilot. The top categories which I would be spending in the next month. It also says that use Amex Gold for groceries, certain action items, as well as the predicted spending category for each for the next month. But what if you want to analyze your entire transaction history? That's where Modal comes in. I can upload a CSV of transaction or just select a time period. For example, if I click on last 7 days, it will automatically fetch. For example, there are 14 transactions. If I click on last 30 days, it would say there are 50 transactions. And here you can see if I change it, recent preview transactions, it changes. You can see a preview of transactions. You just click on analyze with Modal, and what happens is Modal spins up 14 serverless containers in parallel, one for each transaction, and it processes all the transactions parallelly. This is much faster than sequential processing, and it would the sequential processing would take much more time as compared to a modal use. It's analyzing all the cars. It not just analyzes it, it pulls in multiple details about you, and it gives you a summary of your transaction. So it says it has analyzed uh, 14 transactions in past 7 days. These were the top spending. This was the rewards earned. I could have earned $7 more, but I missed the opportunity. It tells you the top 10 missed opportunities, out of which it says the biggest single opportunity was of $7.06 at Whole Foods. Uh, tells you the most common category. It will give you the average transaction as well as the optimized potential, uh, as well as some pictorial view of how uh, summary of my past 7 days transaction. Now, sometimes you just need to look up card benefits. That's where knowledge base comes in. This is powered by LlamaIndex RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. We have indexed 50 plus credit card benefit documents with semantic search. Let me select Chase Sapphire Reserve and let me say, what travel benefits does this car have? You just type in the question and search knowledge base. It will search the knowledge base which we have uploaded, and it will give you the answer. So, for example, Chase Sapphire card offers a comprehensive suite of travel benefits, and these are the 6 points. It tells you the source as well as the embedding, OpenAI embedding model which we have used. It can also compare cards. So, for example, here you can put your card one versus card two, and you can also select the category. If I click on compare cards, it will give you the exact comparison for dining. If I compare it for groceries, it would give you the comparison for groceries. So this is what the batch, the knowledge base does. Finally, let's talk to the AI assistant, a conversation interface provided by GPT-4 Turbo and Gemini. Uh, let's say hi, hi. How can I assist you? It's just like a normal conversation. You just have to select which user you are. Let's say I ask which card should I use at Costco, and I enable voice responses. Click on yes. It would search at the back end all my historical transactions, my behavior, the spending caps, and it would give me, based on my wallet, the best card which I should be using.
For shopping at Costco, I'd recommend using a card like the Citi Double Cash if you have it, for its flat 2% cash back on all purchases. Since Costco purchases may not qualify for higher bonus categories on grocery with your Amex Gold or Chase Sapphire Reserve, a card offering a good all-around cashback rate can be more beneficial. However, if you don't have the Citi Double Cash, using your Chase Sapphire Reserve could be a good alternative, especially for its broad 1x point per dollar spent, plus the added benefits and protections it offers.
Yeah, and you can choose the voice selection. Uh, there are multiple options like Rachel, Adam, Bella, Anthony. Now, let me ask another question, follow-up question. Uh, let's say I just spent $45 at Shell. Did I use the right card? So it will have access to all my card details, and basis my card details, spending patterns, my wallet, it will tell me whether I have selected the right card on.
Yes, using your Chase Sapphire Reserve for the $45 purchase at Shell was a good choice. While gas isn't a specific bonus category for the Sapphire Reserve, its broad travel category sometimes includes gas stations, offering 3x points. This means you've earned about $1.35 in rewards for your purchase. Good job maximizing your benefits with the cards you have.
This is perfect for hands-free use while shopping or driving. So how does all this work under the hood? I will show you the architecture diagram over here. So this is a true multi-agent system built on NCP. Claude 3.5 Sonnet orchestrates everything. 3 MCP servers, 3 MCP microservices running in parallel. Gemini 2.0 synthesizes context with its 1 million token window. GPT-4o handles vision. LlamaIndex powers semantic search. ElevenLabs provides voice recommendations. And Modal enables batch processing. Every sponsored technology plays a critical role, non-replaceable role. This isn't just a hackathon demo that breaks in production. This is a production-ready solution, a real-world problem. No login required, no API keys needed. Just open and use every feature I just showed you. Stop using the wrong credit card. Thanks for watching.